while ago. We saw the hood up on the A&W number 21 a few laps ago. Now he's looking for a push to get off the racetrack, but blue smoke, never a good sign coming out of the back of a race car.
Jason was the 2008 Rookie of the Year in the series, coming off that 18th place on the road course at Mosport.
He's not going to get that one to the A&W.
No.
Well, he was a guy that was just looking to get out of here unscathed. Now, engine trouble is definitely going to be a heartbreak for the 21 team as they go back more to his neck of the woods. He's looking to put on good performances at Sun Valley Speedway and the Edmonton race, which is our next road course race, and it comes in just a week. So Jason will have his work cut out for him to put that car back together, but unfortunate for him because he was just looking to get out of here with a good finish.
Andrew Ranger continues to lead. He was on pole in 1:16.6. Remarkable to think when you go back to Kerry Mix and the CASCAR Championship back in 2005. Kerry Mix pole time was 1:20.7. 4 seconds better was Andrew Ranger to put himself on pole.
And depending on how long this cleanup takes with the 21 car of white, we could be setting up for a green-white checker finish in this one. So just to make it a little bit more interesting for Andrew Ranger at the front. And of course, the lap-down cars will be put towards the back of the pack, and that'll put all the lead lap cars grouped together on the restart, side by side.
Todd.
A little bit more on the front battle of the Andrew Ranger number 27 and JR Fitzpatrick. Mentioned quickly that those bumps with the back markers did impact the handling of the car for JR Fitzpatrick, but all smiles on the 84 team. Boy, did they catch a break, and they're very happy about it. And as far as Andrew Ranger is concerned, he said early on in the race, his car is perfect and has been dead quiet ever since.
Take a look at the number 22 of Scott Steckley, who has struggled today and currently running in 17th place. But certainly this is going to be a heck of a finish now with Ranger and Fitzpatrick closing right up. And let's not forget about Kennington and Bowles as well.
We've seen on the restarts that the advantage is with JR Fitzpatrick. His car is a little bit better for the first 2 or 3, 4 laps on a restart. This is going to be interesting.
Sound on that 22 car of Steckley, we saw it going by slowly. It sounds like he could possibly be down a cylinder. He hasn't been turning quick times lately, so Steckley definitely struggling here today, possibly with motor woes.
Once again on this restart, it will be leader's choice, as it were, inside or outside, and you certainly wouldn't think that Ranger would suddenly go to the outside.
Yeah, not for turn 1.
No.
We've seen a couple of examples of going into turn 1 on the wrong side. What that does, you just can't get any grip on the outside line.
We've also talked about patience a little bit today. Of course, on the initial start and the first restart that we had, safe to say patience are out the window. Gloves are off.
What? It's not even in the dictionary right now.
We expect Jared Whistle, for example, in that number 44 to be told to go to the back, as we have another car slowing down on course. Number 13, Trevor Monahan, the 30-year-old out of Hamilton, making just his 4th NASCAR Canadian Tire Series start, and a lot of marbles.
Great paint scheme on that car, a tribute to the Canadian soldiers, running the Canadian Heroes theme on that 13 car. So hats off to the 13 team. Unfortunately, their day didn't turn out the way they wanted to. That car sounded awfully sick as it pulled off the racetrack.
I spoke with Trevor this morning. He just really wanted to finish this race, and as it rolled into the escape road there at turn 4, the lack of engine sound, that's the end of his day.
And it looks like the number 9 of Mark Dilley has gone pit side in the Part Source Dodge. There he pulls in, and more smoke coming from the back end of the 9 team. He was having a great run inside the top 10 all day long. And Dilley, once again, just looking for a good finish and as many points, not necessarily a threat to win this one up against the road race aces like Ranger and Fitzpatrick, but Mark Dilley definitely had a car to contend today. Unfortunately, it comes to an end as well. Sounds like an axle problem on the night.
Well, so many of the drivers, like Dilley, like Steckley, so many of the series regulars just wanted to be clean, finish the race. If they could get a top 10, get on the trailer, and go to Edmonton. But broken axle again, between drive shafts and axles.
Well, again, that's the axle hop when you're having difficulty downshifting, braking for turn 1, turn 3. We've seen it a number of times. That vertical motion from the rear tires just can do a lot of mechanical damage.
Did the bumps play a role in that too, in the braking areas on this track?
You certainly see it going into turn 3. There's a patch as they come into the mid part of the brake zone, and that seems to be where it's the most active. It's also where they have the least amount of downforce as they go from 150 miles an hour down to about 45 miles an hour in turn 3. As the downforce trails off, you have even less grip.
All right, the lights on the pace car are off, so we'll expect it to pull in. We're going to have a green-white checker to finish this Jumpstart 100 race 4 of the NASCAR Canadian Tire Series first time. The NASCAR Canadian Tire Series has been live across the country.
And NASCAR has told these drivers that as soon as the leader sees the white flag, then no matter what happens on that lap, the race is considered complete. So the leader has to reach the white flag, and then the race is done. We got a spinner off going into the pits just as the field lined up 2 by 2.
And we have Ranger again once on the inside. We've got Fitzpatrick, Bowles, Kennington. They're your top 4.
Very slow restart by Andrew.
Patrick up on the outside. Don Thompson Jr. looking down low as well, but we're side by side through the first turn, and Kennington will tuck back in behind Bowles.
Now we'll see what happens here with Fitzpatrick. Is he close enough, as you suggest? Is he close enough to the bumper of Ranger to make something happen going into 3?
Andrew Ranger's going to make him go around the outside. He's down in the middle, protecting his position.
You see Robin Buck in the green car going around the outside of Thompson. Now he's putting the move on Kennington as well, and he has him. What a great play. What a great move by Robin Buck in the 66. Oh, and he loses it into the tire barrier. Just too much.
Hard into the wall for the Durabody. Number 66, and Bowles is out of shape as well. Here comes Kennington. Kennington right crossways as the drivers are on it here in the dying laps of the Jumpstart 100.
All we saw it is Fitzpatrick going off the runoff, the exit road, as he tried at turn 8 to make a move. And now Kennington trying to get around Bowles as Bowles is trying to survive. Bowles is now in second place.
And we're getting a report that there may be some oil or fluid down on the racetrack, and that's the reason for the spins, but no caution. The white flag is out. This race will be considered complete, so all bets are off on this last lap.
So it is Ranger who pulls away. The challenge from Fitzpatrick is gone. We'll look back to second and third. Kennington with pressure on Bowles and Don Thompson Jr. And we have a spin and we have a red flag out, and this may be stopped as yellows now, local yellows, are flying at turn 3.
And we'll have to see. The entire field has to cross that white flag to be considered a full lap. So we'll have to see if they bring this one back. JR Fitzpatrick, of course, was in second position when he went off on the escape route. That was Dumoulin and the 59 of Ferrano, a couple of first-time drivers involved in that skirmish.
You can see that shiny area is oil, and that is no good to have tires on. I think that's what probably was a factor for JR Fitzpatrick.
And now they've gone full course yellow. You see the flags flying as they come through 8. And there is Robin Buck. He had such a great move into 3, trying to get by 2 cars, past Don Thompson Jr. and Kennington, and then he lost it into the tire wall as they come to the checkered flag. And our pole sitter, Andrew Ranger, the 2-time champion, will win his 10th race in 40 starts. Andrew Ranger is your winner of the Jumpstart 100.
A terrific job by Andrew. He was able to withstand the pressure from JR Fitzpatrick a couple of times on restarts, and as you often see in NASCAR, the last few laps, can I say it, all hell breaks loose?
Absolutely. And I mean, it's interesting. We even lost after Fitzpatrick did so well. He tried to make the move. Maybe, as you suggest, there was some oil going into turn 8. Fitzpatrick taking the escape road. Andrew Ranger is the winner of the Jumpstart 100.